I think he stood me up, but I'm about to order my food and we're gonna see if he show up.
Anything from spending a lot of years in the dating scene, and as someone who has been stood up on more than one occasion, that usually means they're not interested, they chickened out, they don't have the balls.
Like, I FaceTimed him 2 times.
I miss you. Come back to me.
I don't know why men do this. This is not the first time this has happened to me, and I just think, why engage in the conversation and go along with something if you don't want to go? Like.
Hey y'all, I've been talking to this guy for 2 weeks. He asked me out on a date. I'm here. I've been here for about 20 minutes. He haven't showed up yet. This where I'm at. I think he stood me up, but I'm about to order my food and we're gonna see if he show up. He still ain't showed up. I got dressed, got my hair done, got my makeup done. Still, he haven't showed up. So my food here, he still ain't showed up. It's like 35 minutes. So he never showed up. Food was good. First time getting...
No, she got stood up. Now, you guys already know. Was it something she said? Was it something she did? Probably both, right? She's talking to the guy and showed attitude. I don't know why. I know why, but she looks like, look at that face. She looks angry. Maybe he's seen her with that angry face so much and wonder why she looked like that at 7 o'clock in the morning. Not because she's tired. Like, well, look, why is your face look like? See her face like she looks like she's angry half the day. Angry when she goes to sleep. He probably called her one time at 5 in the evening. She's still angry. Man said, I'm done. Or something she said. She showed that she was an older. Yes, you could tell by the grays. She showed she was an older modern woman. And the man said, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'll be barking up that tree. Many reasons.
If you were stood up on a date, do you call him back to see if he's okay? No, because him standing you up is telling you everything you need to know about him and his character, and that means you need to keep it moving. If I've learned anything from spending a lot of years in the dating scene, and as someone who has been stood up on more than one occasion, that usually means they're not interested, they chickened out, they don't have the balls to just say, hey, I didn't want to go on this date. And very rarely is it a case where like something happened.
Who hurt you?
Not saying it doesn't. If something were to happen and the person did reach out after the date to say that, oh, XYZ, and it better be a freaking good excuse, that is the only exception. And even then, it better be a freaking good excuse, like a death in the family, because obviously that's understandable. Men are very simple in the fact of when they're interested, you'll know. If they're not, you'll be left confused. And I like to remind people, if you're ever wondering how someone feels, if you have to ask yourself this question, there's your answer. I feel like standing up someone on a date is the most cowardly thing you can do, but sadly, there's a lot of men who haven't the balls to just be upfront and honest and say, I'm not interested in this date and cancel. You can literally make up anything. You're not that invested. But yeah, anybody who stands you up, it tells you everything you need to know. You don't waste your time and energy. I don't care. People may disagree with me, but you're only going to be making room for people who respect your time, your energy, who will not stand you up, who will plan dates, who will be on time, who will do all the things, because this energy is not it.
You don't know what was going through that man's mind. You don't know what you did. You don't know if the man was stood up 100 times before and you showed him some telltale signs you're not taking him serious. For instance, this is your 5th date. He hasn't gotten a kiss and he tried on dates 2, 3, and 4. You don't think he's going to stand you up? What is he thinking? Okay, so you're making me wait. And you gave all of those other guys, all of those other Chads and Tyrones, you let knock you down. And I have to wait? I think not. A lot of men are waking up to that.
Okay, let's talk about it. I've just been like aired for a breakfast date and I'm so confused as to why. Basically, only been speaking to this guy on message for a couple of days, something really new, but it's a nice day today, and I just suggested you going for breakfast. I initiated the plans, and he said, yeah, sure, let's go. Like, where do you want to go? Already, I feel like it's all down to me, but I guess I did initiate it, so I sent him where we should go. He said, it's too bougie, doesn't like that vibe, not really his kind of thing. Fine, that's like one of my favourite places to go for breakfast, but that's fine. It's like acai bowls and stuff, which is so my vibe. But I said, that's fine. And he said, why don't we just get a coffee and a walk? And I said, of course, fine. Okay. That was at 9 o'clock. He said, what time do you want to go? And I said, should we aim for 11? Because it takes me half hour because the place is close to him, but not me. So I've got to drive there. He didn't read that message, but I just assumed when he does, like, that's the time we'll be going. So I've now got ready, done my hair and makeup. And he's not read any of the messages. He's literally left me undelivered for the whole hour and a half. It's now gone 11 anyway, but he's been replying consistently really quickly. So this is very odd that he's just left it at that very important time we disclose what time we're going to meet, you know? And yeah, I don't know why men do this. This is not the first time this has happened to me. And I just think, why engage in the conversation and go along with something if you don't want to go? Like, I've now spent my time getting ready, doing my hair and makeup, and I'm just sat here. Yeah, I don't get it.
I get it. You sound like a handful. You can hear it in their voice. All three of them sound like a handful. And you have to understand, men know for sure that you've been around the world. Not around the world like that. That you've been around the world with different guys. They know. I can look at you and tell you've been with so many guys. What is it, body number 50 you're going on? And now you want men to buckle down. Men know this. Men understand these things. Look, I just showed yesterday a guy from a YouTube channel. He really was a TikToker though, because I couldn't find his YouTube channel. The man knocked down every girl he was in a relationship with. Did he take them out to dates? No, he didn't. But what happened? They all wanted it. So what did they all do? Bend over, lift their legs, back seat. Actually, he had a lot of them in there, in the hotel room or his house or their house. Mostly he was at their house. Knocked everyone down. That's something. Wasn't hard either. He said like little slight comments. He didn't try to throw game or nothing. He didn't need it. It was that easy. So men know this. And then you're giving men the runaround. And you're wondering why you're being ghosted. Men have awakened. Arise.
As hell, but honestly, like, I don't give a damn. I feel like I'm about to be stood up. So I have a date planned with this guy at 6, and it is 5:46 right now. So I was already headed toward his area. He doesn't really, we don't text all day, which is cool with me, but like I FaceTimed him 2 times like 15 minutes ago, just like confirming, because I'm on the way right now. And I haven't heard from him. I did have a missed call from him at 5:16. And so I called him back twice, like 10 minutes later, and I haven't heard from him. I texted him, haven't heard from him. So I just pulled over because I'm not about to keep driving if I don't know I'm about to meet up with you, you know? And it's raining, so I'm gonna wait. I shouldn't even be waiting. I should just go home right now, but I'm gonna wait until 6 o'clock. And if I don't hear from this man, I'm having a night in. I would usually turn this into like a solo date. I say usually. All right, guys. So he's talking about he forgot about this thing he had to go to. So he's asking me if I can meet at 8. Not really. I feel like I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. So I did not end up going home. I romanticized life, and I feel like one thing always leads to another. So I made reservations for one at a cute sushi place. So I'm about to head there now. Yeah, a date with the bad.
Oh, she showed it. She showed her getting sushi. Anything for TikTok, right? Anything for views, because that was irrelevant. What was your whole point? You weren't even ghosted. The man contacted you to confirm.
TikTok. TikTok indeed.
And what was the red flag in that, guys? She put the information on TikTok. You know, there's a very few guys that do this. That show every single thing. Oh, I'm going out with a girl, and oh, I hear guys say she stood me up. I was stood up, but they're not showing themselves going on date. You'll find very few doing it, right? Then she shows herself out by herself. Like, I guess you're a TikToker. You are making money. I don't know how much you're making. Even if you're making a couple of thousand, that's not bad. I can't hate on you. I can't hate the player. I don't hate the game either. I understand. But come on now.
So today I was sitting in my apartment talking to the maintenance man as he was fixing something in my apartment, right? We're just sitting there kicking it. He's fixing my shelf in my closet, and we're just talking about life, right? He gets around to relationships, and he asked me if I was dating or whatever. First of all, I think he was hitting on me.
Don't make assumptions.
He was a little cutie pie. Come to find out he was 25. Sorry, but I'm not a cougar. But anyway, we got around. I told him, I said, oh no, and I told him the story about what happened with the guy ghosting me. And you know what he said? He said, oh, don't take it personal. It's not you. And I was like, well, I know it's not me, but.
He's trying to get some.
No, seriously. He said, it's not you. It's him. And I said,
wow.
Why'd you say that? He said, well, because I've done that before and I need to stop doing that. But when we do that, it's because we don't want to get attached. We see something in you that's going to get us attached.
No.
And I was like,
no. He lied.
That's so profound.
He was trying to get some. So stupid.
I get it.
I can't call it stupid.
I said, but isn't the whole thing with dating is to attach to somebody?
He was telling you, oh, she got to be kidding me.
Yeah, but if you scare a person, like, if they feel like they'll get attached to you and then they'll hurt you, then they'll ghost you. And I was like, oh, okay. But still, like, nah. I don't, like, no. I just think people are out here just playing games, playing mind games, and just seeing if they can get somebody or whatever. Because just to ghost somebody is crazy. Like, that's stupid. That's immature. First of all, you're immature. And at our big old age, I'm 55 years old. Like, you gotta learn.
Good for your age.
You gotta, and I've learned that you have to stop being scared of being hurt. People are gonna hurt you. Yeah, some people are gonna hurt you. But playing these mind games, playing these games, you could actually be missing out on somebody who could be the best thing in your life.
Yeah, no. The man sold you a river. He didn't even sell you the boat. He sold you the river. And I'm ashamed. You said your age, and I said, you're 55, and you let a young 25-year-old man sell your river. That shows me they are easy and they are all ready to go. If he told you that, man, the things I'm sure some men tell you, or they probably don't want to play no more. Like, that's why you got ghosted. Because men are like, why deal with you? Right? 55 years old. When a man can get a sweet young thing that's ready and willing. He can get a sweet young thing that's gorgeous, like a model. Young, ready, and willing. And these ladies don't understand you're competing on a world stage. More and more men are waking up to that. There are guys that watch these videos and go, I was in a past world, bro, but I see some of those guys, it's starting to make sense. Really, they're thinking like that. They're going, wait a minute, so The world is my oyster. And it's not that much. Like some guys, it like to take a flight somewhere else is not that much money. So you have to come with it. So that's why a lot of you are being ghosted. Men know they have unlimited options. You know, you got these her age, right? And then the competition is coming to the West. It's crazy. Ladies are seeing what they have to compete with, especially black women, and they're giving up. Saying no more dating after me. I saw this fine Colombian woman in the States trying to get with this man. And he looks like a square. I can't compete with that. That's what's happening.
Well, I've officially been ghosted. We had been dating for like a month, which to me is just like way too long to just drop communication with someone. I haven't heard from him in like 11 days at this point, and there's really no coming back from that. I did check yesterday and he doesn't follow me anymore, so like he's gone. The worst part is I spent like a week worried about him. I couldn't get in touch with him and I thought something might be wrong. I thought we had been seeing each other long enough that like just dropping me wasn't an option. And it's like a weird thing when you first start dating someone and you don't really know anyone else in their life. They can just disappear and you don't know what's going on. I was fully Googling his name to like see if there was an arrest or an but nope, just another flaky man who can't communicate his feelings. Like, a month is not nothing. I mean, I know it's not everything, obviously, but like, that man spent full days here. He has stuff in my fridge. And I'm not even mad that it's over. Like, it's fine that it didn't work out. I just thought he respected me enough to tell me when it was over. My fatal flaw. Expecting things from men.
You guys saw that, right? That looked like a man. Is that an Adam's apple? Hold up. 1 second. That's an Adam's apple under there. Look at that. You're not a woman. You're a man. And you try to get past the detectors. She tried to pass the metal detectors and she packing the Glock. Metal detectors start ringing off. I go, is that a Glock? Did I hear a Glock just cop? What was that? Did I just hear a Glock? And you could tell by the shape of it. I don't know what it is, man. You know when it's not a woman. Seriously. I'm listening to the speech going. And I'm looking at the reactions going, you're not a lady. I just thought he respected me enough to tell me when it was over. The man ran. Look, if you let the man get to any kind of base, right? Even the first base, what is that? Kissing or something like that, right? Give you a peck. You're lucky you're alive. Yes, I repeat, you're lucky you're still breathing, and the man just walked out and left. Seriously. Because he noticed. He noticed some things. He had to have. He noticed and he said, yeah, dating for like a month. And he said, look at the Adam's apple. I see it now. Oh, no. You're not a lady.
And like, it's fine. We only went on 4 dates. But like, it really hurts when you're not the one doing the ghosting. So unfortunately, it is going to be everything I think about for the next 2 weeks straight. If you're watching this, I miss you. Come back to me, please. It's my TikTok, but like, if you stalk my TikTok, maybe you'll see it. I still want you.
Wow. See, the man probably wasn't even the chat. Or he could have been a chat. The man probably was in a chat. Just that he showed that indifference, she hasn't experienced that before. Or she has. And that's the guy she wants. He doesn't care. She probably let him get some too. Wow. Men are starting to figure out the cheat code. It's not for the older ladies, but for the younger ladies, you see what happens? She's younger. Look how she's acting compared to the old ladies. Why? Why are they acting that way and she's acting this way, right? Because she still has hope. She's keeping hope alive. She has a chance. These older women are, I'm going to walk these hard miles with this. I've been walking long miles with this backpack on my back and I was tired. especially that 55-year-old woman. This young guy told me that I'm not the problem, but I was tired. That's what they all saying. That's the alma mater. I was tired.
You know, sometimes I do wish that I could release the feeling of wanting companionship or relationship with my person, because I feel as though it has held me back in a lot of different ways. Being a single mother, it has really made me realize that I've spent a lot of wasted time wanting and waiting for my person. I'm not sure if I'm saying this because I've had several failed relationships, several people have wasted my time.
I wonder why.
Several people have hurt me, several people have lied to me, but I just wish that I could remove that desire. That desire has held me back in so many different ways. For example, when it comes to traveling, I always said, oh, I want to start traveling with my person, with my friend. We can travel the world. You know, I'm not trying to do this big lavish thing, but whenever we have the time and money, we'll just pick a spot and we'll go and build memories. That's always been my thing. I want someone that I can build memory with. Now, here I am, 30. I've only been to one country outside of the United States. I've been to a few states, but I haven't really done much. And that's because I was waiting. I was waiting on my person. Now, I am thankful prior to me having my first child and only child, because we're done. I am so thankful that I still had a lot of drive and ambition to accomplish several financial goals, education goals, career goals. Doing that, I actually don't struggle 100% in single parenthood. I still struggle, but not completely, because I did set myself up. So I'm so happy I wasn't that silly waiting for a person. But as a single mother, I feel like there's so much I could have dedicated my time, my heart, my passions and feelings for instead of another person. Now, I don't know if I feel like this because I was listening to Solange sit at the table. That's my girl, my twin. I love Solange, okay? If I could be anybody, I want to trade places with Solange. She be getting in my feels. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I could be starting my cycle soon, but it's very unfortunate because I am a Scorpio and we love relationships. That is our thing. I'm about to reach 30. I just don't feel like I'm honestly going to meet my person, and I just need to let it go. But it's been so hard for me to do that because it's something that I truly want. Now, don't get me wrong. One thing I love about being a Scorpio, we just don't act on our wants. I can literally count all my relationships on my hand. I don't just be with nobody, honey. I don't just be with nobody. Have I made some mistakes in who I have chosen? Yes, for sure. A major one. Now I'm sitting here with a child and trying to raise her by myself and function through life. It is what it is at this point. I just keep it moving. I don't know if anyone else out there feels that way as a young lady here in this world, especially if you are a single mom. If you do relate, let's talk in the comments. I don't know. I just want to talk about this and get it off my chest. Bye, girl.
It's been a long, hard road. I told you she's hitting that age. It's been a long, hard road, but I's gonna keep trying. I's tired. And they're left confused, most of these women, because men, you see it, they're ghosting first dates even in record numbers. All these women, like when I was looking to do this video, I saw maybe 50 videos and I could have kept going. I said, man, I can't do all this content. But guys are ghosting women. Why is this happening? That's to be known. I think a lot of it is because men are tired, and also there's a lot of competition. A lot of you ladies are not up to snuff.
The more you like never want to get into a relationship ever. Like, guys, genuinely, like, I get concerned. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get in a relationship. I'm like too attached to myself, if that makes sense.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
Every day I see a new person my age engaged, and I'm just like sitting in a parking lot on a Saturday by myself. Like, what do you mean I'm gonna have to think about someone else that's not me? I'm kidding. Like, obviously, whoever wants to date me, like, they're gonna be in competition with myself. Like, I'm gonna put up a great fight.
You can't make this up.
I sound so conceited in this, but I promise you I'm not. I'm just so used to being alone.
Yeah, you sound lonely. The way you're talking, you want somebody to validate you. Nobody's validating you. Stay by yourself. We don't care.
Want a relationship or anything serious or any type of commitment, believe him the first time and run the other way. Some men will tell you that, but then they'll turn around and do everything that people in relationships do. Y'all talk on the phone or FaceTime every day or every other day. You'll meet his friends and some of his family members. You'll start doing little nice, cute things for him. Y'all might even start telling each other y'all love each other. Some of y'all might even get intimate with one another. And deep down, you know that you want to really be with him, but you trying to lie to yourself and make it seem like that's not what you want. And then what's going to happen is you're going to fall for him and want something more. And he's going to say, oh, I told you I didn't want nothing serious. I told you I didn't want a relationship.
Gotcha.
Yet he's going to continue to do everything that people in relationships do. He's using you.
Yeah.
Those men are the most selfish and master manipulators. And quite frankly, they're cowards. What Bob Marley said, a man who awakens a woman's love for him with no intentions of loving her is a coward. Believe men when they say it. Because if you somehow think that, oh, I'm just going to like continue to talk to him anyway, even though deep down I know I might fall for him and I know I want a relationship with him, I'm going to continue on talking to him because maybe one day he'll probably want a relationship with me. You are a fool. You're a fool. And you're lying to yourself. So when a man tell you he not ready for no relationship or he don't want a relationship, believe him the first time and run the other way. Stop lying to yourself. You know you want to be in a relationship. You know that deep down that's really what you want. Like, you know that's what you want. But some of y'all will lie to yourselves and make it seem like that's not what you want because you still want to talk to this man. And if he's a manipulator and a user, he's going to allow you to keep talking to him. He's going to continue to accept the nice things you do for him. And he's going to even say things like, oh, don't do anything in hopes that I'm going to make you my girlfriend because I'm not. But then still turn around and accept the things that you do for him because he's using you. Because a real man is going to say, you know, I see that you're doing all these nice things for me. And, you know, I want to remind you that I said I didn't want a relationship. So I'm not going to accept this. And I think that it's better that we just like stay platonic or like stay friends or not even talk at all because I can't reciprocate the energy that you're giving me. I can't be what you want. And I know that nothing you do or say is going to change my mind. So I think it's better we just cut this off and leave this alone. That's what a real man would do. But a coward and a lame and a man who wants the benefits of being in your presence and he wants the benefits and the access to you, he's going to allow you to keep doing those things because he wants to get the benefits, but he doesn't want to commit. But that's what a coward does. So run the other way. He say he don't want a relationship, believe him, cut it off, and keep going. Don't talk to him in hopes that one day he's going to change his mind because what's going to happen is you're going to start chasing him and he's going to start acting like he's the prize and he's not going to reciprocate any of the energy and you're going to be left looking like a fool with wasted time and a broken heart from a man you weren't even with. Save yourself the stress, baby. Run the other way.
That's the trick, and they all fall for it. She's a victim, right? Because you want the bad boy, and that's what the bad boy comes with. And also, a lot of times, a man won't be necessarily a dirtbag. He'll be smart, right? He may look at you and say, okay, I want everything you're going to give me. Well, every man does that. But I don't want to give you everything, right? So what a man will do, a lot of time they'll love bomb you and then pull back because he has no intentions on being with you. You get attached. You want that feeling because you're being love bombed, and then he backs up, and then he still has love for you, but he's not in love with you. And women will continue to fall for it. Why? Because they're desperate. And you know what they're all saying? I's tired. But I's gonna keep trying because I's gonna get a man, right? And they're getting older and they don't realize it's a vicious cycle. And you know what insanity is? Doing the same things and expecting different results. And that's all of you. And you know how men feel? We don't want to deal with a woman that's insane. Because we realize it's definitely more to life than being involved with a woman like that.
I am leaving, and I am never coming back.